Back to Contingent History. Hope you're all doing well out there. Just wanted to do a short video today where I do a small reading from Walden again by Thoreau and talk about one of the pipe tobaccos that I've been smoking recently. And before diving into those things, I just wanted to say as well, I do a lot of writing on Substack. That's Contingent History on Substack, where I do versions of my academic work for public audiences. And so if you like what's happening here on this channel, feel free to subscribe on Substack as well. I do different things about my research on religion and history and a little bit about pipe smoking on there too. So this reading that I'm doing today is from this book that I've read from before. Let me get in the camera there for you guys. Walden and Other Writings. And this is Thoreau kind of reflecting on a certain element of living in this cabin that he was in the woods here. And so he begins by saying, "I had no lock nor bolt but for the desk which held my papers, not even a nail to put over my latch or windows. I never fastened my door night or day, though I was to be absent several days, not even when the next fall I spent a fortnight in the woods of Maine. And yet my house was more respected than if it had been surrounded by a file of soldiers. The tired rambler could rest and warm himself by my fire, the literary amuse himself with the few books on my table, or the curious, by opening my closet door, see what was left of my dinner and what prospect I had of a supper. Yet, though many people of every class came this way to the pond, I suffered no serious inconvenience from these sources, and never missed anything but one small book, a volume of Homer, which perhaps was improperly gilded. Trust a soldier of our camp has found by this time. I am convinced that if all men were to live as simply as I then did, thieving and robbery would be unknown. These take place only in communities where some have got more than is sufficient while others have not enough." So I think one of the great things about history and studying it and reading old books is that you can almost always pick out different nuggets of wisdom from the past, which I think is just really cool. So a little bit of 19th century insight and maybe wisdom that we can glean from that and implement into our lives today. And so the tobacco that I wanted to share with you guys today is an aromatic. It's from Cornell and Diehl, and it is autumn evening. Let's see if we can get this in the camera the right way for you guys there. I'm having trouble with that, but autumn evening is a aromatic blend by Cornell and Diehl, and I got this, I don't know, maybe a month ago or so, and have been really pleased with it. Aromatics are a type of pipe tobacco that have a flavor or sometimes several flavors added to them, so it's not just the flavors that you might naturally get from the tobaccos. This particular one has maple added to it. It's a Red Virginia and Cavendish blend, and I wanted to start by sharing this one with you guys because I have really been longing for the autumn season. I'm much more of a cold temperature person, I think, and it has been extremely hot where I am recently. I'm in Colorado, and so it has just been a scorcher with little rain and straight sun, and I've found myself many days just really wishing that autumn was here. But alas, we have a while to wait for that, I think. I'm not sure I've ever had a pipe tobacco that tastes as much like it smells. You really taste the maple, a little bit of walnut in there. And it is a real crowd pleaser as well. So if you're ever in a group and maybe not everyone there is smoking at the time, I'm pretty sure that they will be pleased by the smell of this. That's at least been my experience there. And you can kind of see a little bit of the pipe tobacco, and I'm getting hit with the maple aromas here, just popping the top off. So really good and pleasant experience that I'd highly recommend. reading and the pipe tobacco recommendation. As you can see behind me, I've got a few others on hand at the moment that I will go over in subsequent videos. So thanks for joining me today on Contingent History.